Denim, where we discuss Levi's vintage clothing. Today, I'm doing a special video, and this one is more for the friends and family of my viewers, but it's also for my viewers if they want to know of a few good buys, and also you'll see a lot of table of contents for future videos that I will be doing. So I want to present to you a few gift options that you can get for your denim fan in your life. And you'll have to know a little more about them, but I'm trying to keep a lot of these under $10, under $20, a few at the $50 range, and then a couple at the $100 range. But really just items that you can give to that person and it's not going to set you back too much. Now, a lot of these you might have to do with the shipping, and the shipping would be more than the item, but maybe you're buying something bigger for someone closer in your life and you want to just add a little thing on. Maybe you return the expensive item. I'm not saying anything, we follow the rules on this channel. But if this is your first time, make sure you're a subscriber. It really helps the channel out. For the rest of it, let's get going. Out with a few functional items. And starting with only $3, we have suspender buttons. Now, Levi's has never recreated these suspender buttons that you can tack on. They made them in the late 30s through the 40s and never made them again. Ben Davis is a related company to Levi's. Jacob Davis, his grandson is Ben Davis, started this company in the 30s with his dad. And they are just metal suspender buttons that go right in. You need 6 for a normal pair, unless you're doing H or X suspender buttons, but usually just the Y goes with 6. And put those in. Maybe a pair of 37s through 50s. They really work. European audiences, you can't really get those Ben Davis ones. So I recommend this Brucle shop or Bruce Lee. I'm not sure what it's called. They also make the little leather straps that go. You can get them you need 3 of those, and you can find them for €6.50. That's $8. Little round leather mustaches, round connectors, whatever they're called. If you buy a pair of suspenders, you usually don't get extra ones of these, and it's nice. This Brucle shop offers them. Now, if you do want a great pair of suspenders, they also do make some of the leather suspenders in multitude of colors. Yellow, white, black, orange, of course a nice traditional brown, but even these blues look wonderful. Red, and the sienna is probably the most traditional you'd want. If you're in America, I think you have an even better opportunity for suspenders. And suspenders from the Brucle shop will run you $80. Those suspender clips, again, are about $8. Those leather patches. And they do have suspender buttons, but they're clip-on. Not as nice as the Ben Davis, but still an option. J&J suspenders is, I think, my favorite. The Sierra Nevada dark tan, I love them. Now, they are $100. They give you a cool little bag and extra alligator clips, but not extra leather straps. If you are wearing them with the leather straps, those little mustaches, that adds on an extra 2 to 3 inches. If you are doing that and you're under 5'10", go with the kids version. Save you $20. I'm 5'8". I'm wearing them both ways, but for the leather straps, I had to have new holes put in and have some trimmed off. So if I were to do it again, I would just go with the kids. Functional item are cedar wood balls or planks. It depends on where you live, but if you have moths, it's a great idea to keep cedar wood. You can find them on a lot of hardware websites. Sometimes, I'm not pushing any particular company. This is from Vermont Country Store. It's 100 balls for $17. But you can portion them in a nice little cute potpourri style bag and give that as a stocking stuffer. A lot of good stocking stuffer ideas on here. Another company, I think they're sold out at the moment, but I'm not pushing anything. Just like the picture of this one here. But it looks like they're sold out. See, $6, cedar wood balls, nice little bag. Something like this just adds a nice little touch. And if you do have a collection, these will actually make it smell a little fresher. I think you can't go wrong with the classic bandana. $15. You can pick them up at the Levi stores usually. They come in blue that they're calling it navy. It is sort of like a rigid in the sense that as you wear out your bandanas, you wash it, it will become this lighter blue. If you want a Levi's vintage clothing bandana, then you're going to spend like $200 to $400. There's only a couple out there. There's also a cotton silk bandana. I think it's made particularly for women, but it's still, if it's nice and soft, that's wonderful. $30, still not that bad. Something, if they're not exclusively Levi's brand, then Oni Denim makes a nice one, $32. You can find those at a few sites. This is still a cotton bandana, but the best bandana you'll find is by Anonymousism. They make these selvage denim bandanas, $30 to $35. Vintage one for $30, can't go wrong. This is selvage denim. You can use it as your handkerchief, bandana wrap. It's going to do all of the same fading that a nice piece of denim jeans or jacket will do. Levi's also makes masks. You can buy, I think it's one for $7 and three for about $15. I think the US site is sold out. I think Europe and UK still have them. Japan probably. You need a mask here and there. They're okay. I am a medium. They don't make medium. Get large and they shrink. You can shrink them a lot with hot water, or I just try to make them a medium. I shrink them in about 40 degrees Celsius water. Now for books. You can get used copies for probably $10 and new copies for $20 to $30. There are about 3 books about Levi Strauss, 2 of them written by Lynn Downey. Another one she did about Levi Strauss and the company. And then there's one from the 90s that she did with other authors about the history of the company. Fantastic reads if you're into that. I am into that. Exactly into Levi's, but you're still into the broader culture of selvage denim and the history of denim. True Fit, A Collected History of Denim by Victor Fredbach. That's a great one. I'd start there. New copy for $30. Denim Street Style Vintage Obsession. Can find a copy for $15, $10 even. Denim Branded by Nick Williams shows the evolving structure of the jean from its origin. We'll talk about 1870s with Levi's, but also about the Greenbaum brothers pair. And then if you're interested in more 20th century, Amatora, How Japan Saved American Style by W. David Marks. This examines how post-World War II and even before in the culture of denim, how Japan took these vintage Levi's and other denim clothings and revived them so that Americans became more interested in it, and it fed back and forth. An LVC lookbook is the catalog that comes out every season. There's about 20 of them because it started about 2012, and there's 2 a year, spring, summer, and fall, winter. They're really hard to get. So you have to go to the Levi's store that sells vintage, buy something that's like a couple $100 probably, like a new pair of rigid jeans or a limited edition item, and then ask for it, and if they have it, then they might give it to you. Otherwise, they usually go for about $60, and I see someone selling them for $50. Great collection to have if you're into the Levi's stuff. Now, there's at least 3 comic books about Levi Strauss, made for kids, but if you display your Levi's items, this is a nice little feature. This and the toys are basically going to fill that niche if they're into collecting stuff. I personally do like this, and if I have more shelf space, I would get these and display them. Who was Levi Strauss? By Elaine LeBrock. From 10 years ago, we have Levi Strauss gets a bright idea. A lot of these trying to push entrepreneurialism on grow that capitalist mind. And from 2006, Levi Strauss and the Blue Jeans by Nathan Olson. $2 for $10. You can find these on Amazon. They should be able to deliver most countries, but if they have comic books already, you know this could be a nice little addition for them. These are things you can get just to add to the shelf of your Levi's collectibles, and they'd be affordable. Most of them are not, so there's only a couple that are semi-affordable. $10, but I guess they're becoming more hard to find. It's a Levi's cross with Target, actually. Denim bone with a little Sherpa material. Dog toy. I don't have a dog, but I still love that. It's got a little tag in there, little Levi's tag, little rope, some blue denim with the Sherpa material on the other side. It's adorable. Or if you're in Europe, you should still be able to get one of these Playmobil 9295, the Levi Strauss. I think they're only coming out of Germany. If you're in America, you're going to pay a lot for the shipping, but maybe you'll find something. There's about 25,000 of these. They came out to celebrate Butenheim's 500-year anniversary, and he's their most famous resident. So DS Durga did a cross for the Einstein jackets. They did a fragrance. They're fantastic. Watch for an episode all about them coming up in the next few months. They are pretty pricey. Their candles are about $60 to $70. Totally worth it, though. But they also have, for about $12, car air fresheners. And they make most of their classic scents. I'd really recommend portable fireplace or portable Christmas tree, which is basically portable fireplace. It smells like a fireplace, but in your car. But this one has a little cardamom in it. This has been my thoughts about it. I'd really like to see what you guys have in store. Try to pitch a few items that are about under $30 that a Selvage Denim fan could like, a Levi's fan could like, and I'll try to include them in another edition next year or some other time coming up. Thanks for watching. I've Den. I'll see you in the next video. Type 1 jackets will be next week. Sorry to keep you guys waiting on it.